What's up, YouTube? Thomas Ella here. Fox has announced its fall 2019 to 2020 schedule lineup, and the schedule lineup for Fox are now like the NBC one. Fox don't have like premiere dates for these shows yet, so most of them most likely will premiere like in September or October, but they don't have an actual date for these shows yet. So these are just the lineup of what's to come. But anyway. Alright, on Mondays from 8 to 9 p.m. will be season 3 of 911. At 9 from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. will be a new show called Prodigal Son. On Tuesdays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. is The Resident season 3. From 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. will be the 6th season of Empire, which, by the way, is season 6 will officially be the final season for Empire. So, yeah, so Empire is going to pretty much be ending this for the 6th season, which is a little disappointing, I admit, but hey, good things come to an end, I guess. Anyway, on Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. is The Masked Singer season 2. 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is a new show called Not Just Me. On Thursdays is, of course, a Thursday Night Football pregame, NFL football, and on Friday is WWE SmackDown for all you football and wrestling fans. On Sundays, there's The Simpsons Season 31 at 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Then at 8:30 to 9 p.m. is a new show called Bless the Hearts. At 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. is Bob's Burgers Season 10. Boy, Season 10 already. And from 9:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. is Family Guy Season 21. Boy, Family Guy's been around since its 21st season. Dang. Anyway, and the shows that's being held for mid-season, so these next shows I'm going to list are mainly going to premiere like in early 2020. But they are the Orville Season 3, the new season of MasterChef, the new season of Last Man Standing, which, by the way, when Last Man Standing returns, is actually going to premiere on Thursdays instead of Fridays. Anyway, also premiering on for mid-season will be the 911 spin-off titled Lone Star, a show called Filthy Rich, which is supposed to star Kim Cattrall, a show called Deputy, a sci-fi show called Next, a multi-cam sitcom called Outmatch, a reality competition show called Ultimate Tag, and 2 animated shows called Duncanville and The Great North. And of course, recently Fox had canceled some shows, including The Cool Kids. They canceled The Gifted. Gotham isn't really canceled; they just ended it. Of course, a Lethal Weapon got canceled, which I'm still a little disappointed by. The Passage got canceled. Proven Innocent got canceled. Rel also got canceled, as well as Star. Which out of all those, the one I'm more disappointed by of Fox's cancellation has got to be Star. I mean, they ended that last season off with a cliffhanger, and yeah. But anyway, now for the new shows, I'm gonna talk about like what they are and all. So, all right. First up is Project Son, which will of course premiere on Mondays this fall. It's from Emmy Award nominated executive producers Greg Berlanti and Sarah Satcher, who of course who are of course responsible for Riverdale and The Flash. Here's what it's supposed to be about. Prodigal Son takes a fresh take on a crime franchise with a provocative and outrageous lead character and a darkly comedic tone. In it, Malcolm Bright, played by The Walking Dead actor Tom Payne, has a gift. He knows how killers think, how their mind works, why. And back in the 1990s, his father was one of the best notorious serial killer called the Surgeon. That's why Bright is the best criminal psychologist around. Murder is the family business. He will use his twisted genius to help the NYPD solve crimes and stop killers, all while dealing with a manipulative mother, an annoying normal sister, and a homicidal father still looking to bond with his prodigal son. The cast in this, the cast looks pretty good. Like besides the Walking Dead alum Tom Payne, the other cast includes Micah Sheen, Bellamy Young from Scandal fame, Lou Diamond Phillips, House of Sage, Aurora Parnell, Frank Hartz, and Kiko Agenda. So that will of course premiere on Mondays this fall. They should like release a trailer for it, and it looks okay. I mean, to be honest, I really don't really see the show lasting too long, really, because this is kind of a show that I think Fox will not even give a chance with. But we'll see how good the show is. I mean, who knows? The show will probably end up being one of the great shows of the year, and maybe it'll last for some pretty good long time. That's always a possibility, but we'll see what happens when it premieres. All right, now another show upcoming is a show called Not Just Mate, which will be premiering on Wednesdays on Fox. The show stars the likes of Brittany Snow from Pitch Perfect fame, Magdalene Achinwok from who was just in that film Night School, Emily Osment from the short-lived freeform show Young and Hungry, and Timothy Hutton is also in this. The show is from executive producer Jason Katimas, who also is a producer on, or I should say, was a producer on Parenthood, and it's also written by Desperate Housewives writer Annie Wiseman. And it tells the story of an unusual family who formed through extreme odds, exploring such hot button issues as identity, human connection, and what it truly means to be a family. This drama taps directly into the zeitgeist, harnessing the emotional complexions that new generations of IVF bred children or face. You got Brittany Snow as a who plays an only child named Julie Backley, who finds herself turned upside down when her father, Leon Backley, played by Timothy Hutton, reveals that over the course of his prize-winning career as a pioneer doctor, he actually used his own sperm to convince upwards of a of 100 children, and reeling from this like explosive revelation, Julia discovers that she has two sisters, one of which is her former best friend named Eddie Palmer, played by Magdalene Ironwood from, like I said, from 90210 and Night School, and her other sister is an ex-Olympic athlete named Roxy Doe, played by the aforementioned Emily Osment. And so, as these three young women begin to embrace their reality, Julia must figure out, what is life without Leon by her side. And Eddie comes to grip with her bargaining sexuality as her marriage falters, and Roxy, faces adulthood out of the spotlight. And they, of course, all bond as sisters, and the show looks like it could be a really touching little show. I mean, I do like Brittany Snow. Emily Osment. Nice to see her back on TV. It's always great to see Timothy Hutton in anything. I mean, this does have like a Parenthood feel to it. Like, it feels like it could be the next Parenthood or This Is Us or something. Like, it has that touching TV feeling to it. So, I'll probably give this one a shot when it premieres. Now, also premiering on Sundays this fall is a new animated show called Bless the Heart, which is created and executive produced by The Last Man on Earth's Emily Spivak. And the half-hour anime comedy follows the Hearts, who's a Southern family that is always broke and forever struggling to make ends meet. They one day hope to achieve the American dream, but they're already rich in families, friends, and laughter. And one of the characters is named Jenny Hart, who's voiced by Kristen Wiig, who's a single mother supporting her family by working as a waitress in a small town of Greenpoint, North Carolina. So while Jenny's, who's the head of her family, she's like often at odds with or scheming with her lottery scratcher obsessed mother named Betty, who's going to be voiced by Maya Rudolph. And she also has her witty, creative daughter named Violet, voiced by Jillian Bell from Workaholics fame. And Jenny's doting eternal boyfriend of 10 years named Wayne Edwards, who's voiced by Ike Barinholtz, is also the love of her life and a surrogate father to Violet. He's a charming dreamer who may never hit the big time. This probably could be an interesting anime show. Like Fox does pretty well with its anime content. Although most of their anime shows don't always do well. Like if it's not named Family Guy, Simpsons, or Bob's Burger, the shows don't really do all that well. Like of course Fox had the Napoleon Dynamite anime series. They also had this one show with Jonah Hill in it called Alan Gregory. That didn't last long. They also had this one show that Seth MacFarlane was created behind, which didn't do all that well. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how this show will fare, but we'll see. All right. All right. Now, these next shows that I'm gonna be listing are like shows that's gonna be coming like in mid season and all. So the shows that I'm gonna be listing won't premiere on Fox until like 2020. So anyway, all right. One show that's gonna be premiering in mid season will be the 911 spinoff titled Lone Star, which is supposed to star Rob Lowe and will be co-created by 911 creator Ryan Murphy. And in it, 911 Lone Star follows a New York cop played by Lowe, who, along with his son, relocates and must try to balance saving those who are at their most vulnerable with solving the problems in his own life and all. The show number one is a pretty decent show. I mean, so I'm really curious to see how they're gonna do a spin-off with. I mean, okay. Sometimes spin-off shows could be hit and misses, so this should hopefully this will be a hit. Like there's not really a whole lot of plot details surrounding this, but I'm curious to checking it out. Who knows? It'll probably be pretty decent and cool to see Rob Lowe back on TV. I mean, he's always good, so yeah, this should be something pretty interesting to look forward to. All right. Also premiering in mid-season of 2020 will be a show called Filthy Rich, which is supposed to star Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City fame. And the show is from Ryan director Tate Taylor, who of course gave us The Help and Girl on the Train. And the show is about like a Southern Gothic family drama in which wealth, power, and religion intersect. More correctly, collide with soapy results. Here it features a rich Southern family who are like famed for creating a wildly successful Christian television network, and so on the cusp of launching a digital retail arm of the company. The family's portrait named Eugene, played by This Is Us guest actor Gerald McRaney. The character ends up dying in a plane crash, and also, as we think, leaving Margaret, played by Kim Cattrall, who's now a who's now kind of like Oprah to she's kind of like the Oprah to the religious and suffering communities to take charge of the family business. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care much for the synopsis, so I'm probably not gonna give this one a shot. I mean, this looks like it's probably gonna have some like not likable characters, and I mean, who knows? The show will be might be good. I mean, we haven't seen a trailer. Like, there's no trailer that got released or anything. So this show won't premiere like till 2020. So they'll probably release a trailer from now until the show's released. But it's pretty cool seeing Kim Cattrall making like some sort of TV comeback. I mean, with both this and that CBS show Tell Me a Story. So nice to see her doing some sort of comeback and all. All right. Also premiering in mid-season on Fox is a show called Deputy, which stars the likes of Stephen Dorff, Yara Martinez, Brian Van Hout, Sienna Gomes, Bex Taylor Klaus from MTV Scream fame, and Shane Paul McGee. The show is from Writer and executive producer Will Beal, who also wrote the script for Aquaman. And the show is also directed by Suicide Squad director David Ayer. Deputy blends the spirit of a classic western with a modern day attitude and emotionally driven storytelling featuring an ensemble of ambitious and complicated human beings who won't rest until justice is served. Like Deputy brings a gritty ethnicity to the modern cop drama, and it's about like the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is one of the largest police forces in the world. But when the elected sheriff dies, an arcane rules in the county charter is forged back in the Wild West. Suddenly, there's the most unlikely man into the job. The man is Bill Hollister, played by Stephen Dorff, who's a fifth generation lawman. Bill is only interested in justice with his so wears and his he wears a white hat, and the bad guys don't stand a chance against him. And also under Bill's command is a countrywide crew of LA's finest, including Deputy K. Ward, played by Brian Van Hout, who's a former Marine stationed in Afghanistan, and 8 years sober, and one of Bill's few confident. And you got another deputy named Deputy Rachel Diago, played by Andy Max's Sienna Gomes, who's Walker's partner and is a officer who is knee deep in a nasty divorce. Then you got Deputy Brianna Bishop, played by Beck Taylor Klaus, from Arrow and Scream fame, who's a whip-smart, sarcastic driver in charge of Bill's security details. So you got some interesting characters here. It's pretty cool seeing Stephen Dorff making a TV comeback as well. Like, he was just on True Detective, the season 3 of True Detective. He had a guest spot on Star as a Star's Pops. I've always liked Stephen Dorff. Whether it's a Blade or anything, or Somewhere, around, or any other films, I always thought this guy was a great actor. So really nice to see him making like a comeback now, because I think the guy's terrific. So I'll probably give this one a shot. Also premiering in mid-season is a show called Next, which stars the likes of John Sawyer, Fernanda Andrade, Justin Butler Harner, Michael Mosley, Eve Hollow, Aaron Moden, Elizabeth Cappuccino, Evan Whitten, and a couple of others. The show is from executive producer Manny Koto, who also did 24 Legacy, and is also directed by This Is Us Helmers, John Weka, and Glenn Ficarra. Next is a new is like a sci-fi thriller about the emergence of a deadly rogue artificial intelligence, and it's a series that asks us to look closely not only at our relationship to technology, but to one another. And you got John Salary from Mad Men fame as Silicon Valley pioneer Paul LeBlanc, who built a fortune and legacy on the world-changing innovations he dreamed of, while ignoring and pretty much while ignoring people around him, including his own daughter Abby, played by Elizabeth Capico from Jessica Jones fame, and his short-sighted younger brother, played by Jason Butler Harder from Ozark fame, who now runs Paul's company. And so, like after discovering that one of his own creation, a powerful AI called Next, might spell doom for humankind, Paul tried to shutter the project, only to be kicked out of the company by his own brother, leaving him with nothing but mounting dread about the fate of the world. Now, this actually looks like it could be an interesting sci-fi show. Now, I gotta say, Fox really doesn't do great when it comes to sci-fi. Like they had this one show that premiered on Fox with forgot the actor name, but it was with Carl Urban and Michael Ealy. That show was not all that good. I mean, so forgettable. I can't even remember the actual name. Then there was, of course, the Minority Report series with Megan Good. That show was not that great, and it also got canceled. So hopefully, I mean, the trailer actually looked pretty decent. So I'll probably give this one a shot, but I don't really have all high hopes for it, to be honest with you. Also premiering in mid-season will be Outmatch. Now this is set to premiere next to Last Man Standing, so this is pretty much going to premiere after Last Man Standing premieres, and it stars Jason Biggs, Maggie Lawson, who was last seen on the short-lived Lethal Weapon show. Anyway, the other cast also includes Tisha Campbell Martin, Jack Stanton, Connor Colopissis, Ashley Butcher, and Oakley Bow. And the show is produced by LA to Vegas producer Lou Simmet, and is a new multi-camera comedy about a blue-collar couple played by Biggs and Lawson in Atlantic City trying to raise their four kids, three of whom just happen to be certified geniuses. So it's pretty much a show about parents who are kind of raising, some really smart kids. I mean, I do love me a good multi-cam sitcom, so I'll probably give this one a shot because I do love the genre. And Jason Biggs, come on, he's in one of my all-time favorite comedies, American Pie. So I'll definitely check this out because he's in it. Maggie Lawson is a pretty good actress. I mean, she was pretty good on this past season of Lethal Weapon, so I'll probably give this one a shot because she's in it as well. I also like Tisha Cameron, and the trailer actually made me laugh, so I'll definitely give this one a shot because I mean Fox doesn't haven't really done great when it comes to its multicam sitcoms. Like it just had Last Man it just revived Last Man Standing, which thankfully got renewed. But Cool Kids and Rel also got canceled, so yeah, Fox's multicams really don't last all that long, so I'll still give this one a shot because I do love multicam sitcoms, but sad to say, I'm not really 100% sure if this show's even going to last, really, but we'll see. Also coming, there's a show called Ultimate Tag, which is a co-host hosted by football superstar and brothers JJ, TJ, and Derek Watt. And it's like a reality show that's a high octane physical competition show based on a classic playground game of chase. And this show's gonna premiere like in 2020. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not really into. There are some reality competition shows I've been into, but there are some that just didn't really appeal to me. Like there was that one that The Rock recently hosted, which I think it was called the Titan Game. I didn't really check it out because I wasn't really all that interested in that, and I'm not really that thorough with American Ninja Warrior or. I mean, there's some reality competition shows I'm into, and there's just some I'm not really all that interested in checking out. So I mean, who knows? Maybe I guess maybe if you're a football fan, you're probably gonna be more looking forward for this because there's like football athletes that's like the hosts. But I don't know. I'll give this a shot. Who knows? But all right. Also premiering is two new animated shows coming. There's one called Duncanville, which features the voices of Amy Poehler, Ty Burrell, Ricky Lindholm, Betsy Sidaro, as well as Rashida Jones and Wiz Khalifa. The show, Amy Poehler is actually one of the writers of this, and it's a animated family comedy that centers around a average 15-year-old boy with a rich fantasy life and the people in his world. And like most 15-year-olds, Duncan, voiced by Poehler, can see adulthood on the horizon, money, as well as freedom, cars, and girls. But the reality is more like always being broke, driving with your mom, sitting shotgun and babysitting your little brother. He's not, but he has like a rich fantasy life where he's never less than amazing. Duncan's mom Annie, who is also voiced by Poehler, is a parking enforcement officer who dreams of someday being a detective and lives in fear that her teenage son is one bad decision from ruining his life and will do anything to stop him from doing so. So Duncan's father, named Jack, voiced by Ty Burrell from Modern Family fame, is a classic rock-obsessed plumber who's determined to be a better dad than the one he had. And he is constantly posting on Facebook and annoyed that his kids won't friend him. And so, Duncan's younger sisters, who's one of which is 12-year-old Kimberly, voiced by Ricky LaHome, is an awkward, emotional girl who can hold grudges forever. And her other sibling is a 6-year-old Jing who adores her older brother, maybe a little too much. And also, this is probably another dysfunctional family show. Of course, Fox is big with the dysfunctional family anime shows. Of course, there's a Bob's Burger, The Simpsons, the big one, which is Family Guy. This will probably most likely premiere on Sundays, I'm guessing, but we'll see. Like I said, they don't have a premiere date yet, so the shows I'm actually listing now are going to premiere in 2020. So, I mean, between this and Bless This Mess, Bless the Heart, I meant to say. Bless the Mess is a different show. Between this and that Bless the Heart show, should be interesting to see Fox doing more anime content that doesn't have the words Simpsons, Bob's Burger, or Family Guy in the title. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Family Guy. It's gonna be cool seeing Fox do more anime shows. Although Netflix has been killing it with its adult anime content, but Fox could do pretty well also. So we'll see how good the show will do. And also, there's another anime show coming to Fox called The Great North, which features the voices of Nick Offerman, Megan Mullally, Jenny Slate, Will Forte, Paul Russ, as well as guest voice actress Alanis Morissette, who's of course a music legend in her part. Anyway, here's what the show's about. The Great North follows the Alaskan adventures of the Tobin family as a single dad who does his best to keep his weird bunch of kids close especially as the autistic dreams of his only daughter lead her way from the family fishing boat and into the glamorous world of the Locomotive. Pretty cool to see Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally together because, of course, they're married, so it's always cool seeing a celebrity couple in something together. And pretty cool that Nick Offerman is like the second major Parks and Rec actor to appear on a anime show coming this year, or I should say next year, I should say. But I mean, of course, Amy Poehler is on a new anime show as well as Nick Offerman. So, hey, God knows if Parks and Rec will ever get revived. So it's always cool seeing the Park and Rec gang, doing like other shows and all. But I'm really curious to checking out the Great North. Like, I'm looking forward to see trailers for the Great North and for Duncanville and some of these other shows that don't have trailers for it yet. So I'm probably gonna give these shows a shot when they premiere. But anyway, that's pretty much all the shows that's set to come on Fox. Let me leave you guys. What are some shows you're looking forward to watch when they come to Fox? Like, are you looking forward for some of the new shows, or maybe some of the returning shows like 911, Empire, Family Guy, Simpsons, etc.? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Tom Sells signing.